Don't call me them! I'm not those cornballs! I'm Kendrick Lamar! It's like if fucking Future did a Dare ad, bro. If Future did a Just Say No drug commercial. It doesn't make sense! We're gonna let the melon do the talking, as it were. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna let Fandanglesworth speak.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well, and it's time for everyone's favorite segment on this channel, Drama Friday. No joke though, Kendrick Lamar, handily one of the greatest rappers of the modern era, and interestingly enough, yes, he landed on this new Future and Metro Boomin project, and he's taking a hyper-aggressive stance on this new verse he has released on it. It's a kind of wild and unprovoked stance for Kendrick to take, but it does remind me of...
We're starting at the beginning here. He really got that shit on. Yeah, bro, the Cosby sweater's hitting. That's actually fire. That just looks fun to look at. I wouldn't even want to wear it. Just look at it. Looks fun.
Of a moment where he was acting similarly in the past, years ago, on the infamous Control verse. If you guys remember back in the day, Kendrick...
This is the thing. So here's my thing with this entire beef, right? Because I saw a video that was like a 10-minute total recap of Drake and Kendrick's beef. This song, when Kendrick made this song, the entire point of the song is that he's trying to raise the competitive standards of his peers, which is a theme in hip-hop and rap, is that it's a competition, it's a battle. A lot of the times it is. Not always. But a lot of times it is, you know? Battle rapping is an entire thing, you know? Doesn't mean every rap is, you know, it's a square rectangle, basic geometry type stuff. Not every rectangle is just square, but every square is a rectangle. No, that's backwards. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Look, you can look that up. It was just incites, look, it says incites friendly competition by name dropping all these people. It's friendly competition. It always has been. And then Drake was like, well, I don't really know why you'd say that if you didn't mean it. I mean, those were hurtful words. You see him on Angie, or what, he was on Hot 97 or one of the... I don't know, man. I'm fried, bro. I don't remember. But he was on the radio talking about being butthurt about it. So from the whole beginning, and honestly, the spirit of his most recent diss, it has felt, even the music, it has this like, it has this motivational, almost like a sports movie montage, like a training montage. It sounds like Monday Night Football or something. Like, it sounds like a hype up song. And it's like, not just lit, it sounds literally like a song to train to, or like for training montage, you know what I'm saying? Felt like that song was him saying, let's go to war, like, let's spar. But they're literally so scared that they're fucking hurt by even the premise of the challenge. Or they're confused. Hey,
What's interesting about that time is that Kendrick and all the artists he mentioned in that legendary verse, while they were obviously putting out good work, their most classic stuff, they were still kind of small in comparison with a lot of the greater artists who made names for themselves and kind of paved the way for this new generation in the 90s.
He was challenging his peers! He was challenging his peers! He was like, guys, if no one's gonna claim the #1 spot, I am. And it's up to you to knock me down. Or hate the fact I'm #1. Up to you, but I'm taking it. Some didn't like that.
Now, with Kendrick taking very similar shots on this new verse.
And what's funny is, like, Drake is on Poetic Justice on his first album. Good Kid, Mad City. Right, he was on... Listen, folks, a lot of people don't remember. He was on Poetic Justice. No, but Section 80 was a mixtape, so... Technically, Good Kid, Mad City is his first album. Not even technically. That is his... Or was Poetic Justice on Section 80? No, I think that was Good Kid, Mad City. Man, what memories I have with Good Kid, Mad City. I mean, that album really solidified a love of hip-hop for me as well. Well, that's one of them. The seminal albums are like 36 Chambers, Illmatic, All Eyes on Me, and then like, yeah, like Good Kid, Mad City, Pinata, Mad Villainy, perchance. Anyways, remember working a job where I was listening to Good Kid, Mad City off YouTube on my phone in my pocket through not earbuds, but like the wired earbuds for my iPhone. This was like summer of 2013. I was listening to Good Kid, Mad City while I was like filming like footage at this warehouse for this company. Summer, that time, oh man, just between high school and college, what a vibe, what a time. 2013 was quite a time. Totally different world, it feels like.
So the stakes with these mentions at this point are a lot higher. And let's talk about the context here, because before we get into the meat of Kendrick's verse, let's get into the song he is making.
Like, I don't think Tyler, the Creator, took it personally. I don't know if Wale is a big, Kendrick hater. Certainly Cole didn't seem like he was a hater. They were going to make an album together. Or they made one song together and leaked it, and then people assumed they were making an album. I don't know how that goes, but...
Reference to in these bars, that is Drake's first-person shooter featuring J. Cole.
Okay, can we talk about this premise? This is the corniest shit ever. The J. Cole fucking flow. Lupe Fiasco falls into the talks of top rappers recently. I mean, Lupe Fiasco is... It's easy to debate him as the greatest rap lyricist ever, you can say. Not necessarily in terms of like cultural penetration and impact, but just in terms of pure lyrical prowess, like him and A$AP Rock, like those types who have like used more words than Shakespeare in their fucking words. Yeah, the chessboard is so goofy. What the fuck do they think they do, bro? You rap, you're not... What is the chess moves? You're not a Fortune 100 company. You just make songs. You're not doing... this isn't power brokerage. I mean, shit, I don't know what both of them are doing behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, but whatever.
Record for all the dogs, on which him and J. Cole, two artists that most people don't necessarily see as having that much in common, as Drake's music is more moody, more pop and R&B centric, a little more flashy. By comparison, J. Cole's stuff is...
Bro, honestly, J. Cole's modern music is just... There's nothing setting him apart quality-wise from Drake for me, except the fact that when you listen to his projects, there's going to be rapping through the whole thing. He's not going to break into like fucking erotic, sad, air humping music. You know what I'm saying? I'm drunk texting you at 3 a.m. music.
More introspective, is headier, is deeper, more woke, some might say. And these two on this track bridge a pretty major...
Dude, I've been trying to be a J. Cole fan since 2014. It's just never took. Sometimes I just am not interested in a artist. I'm just not interested in them as a person. You're just not interesting. You're not interested. When you're at a party and you talk to someone, you go, oh, they're not interesting. That's what I mean. You're not interesting to me. Yet. I'll say yet. Hey, maybe I don't know enough. Hey, sometimes it takes a minute to get past, someone's surface, and then there's something interesting there. But to me, I don't... What perspective, what insight has he really cultivated, apart from just like vaguely like chill, conscious vibes? Like, I really don't understand. Help me learn. Because I sure as shit don't know. In my opinion, that's not true. J. Cole is many moons better than Drake. In what aspect? In sheer lyricism and wordplay? He's probably got an edge up on him in terms of sheer bars, but frankly, it's like, to me, Drake is fucking Paul McCartney. The motherfucker's a genius writer. Like, I don't know what you want. Dude can make hits till he's on his fucking deathbed. I mean, I hate the guy. I think he's a misogynist. I think he's a weirdo. I think he's got an ego. I don't really hate the guy, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not like, I don't like him. I think his shit with Meg and dissing women is whack as fuck, especially now that a fucking man, his peer, is challenging him and he's not responding. But he'll kick someone while they're down in the middle of a legal battle over literally getting abused by a male, like, C-list star whose men are going to bat for. I don't know. But you have to admit, Kanye has admitted that Drake is like the best writer of all time.
Drake is the greatest rapper ever.
And you said,
and I don't apologize about it.
Kanye admitted that. And Kanye's a genius songwriter. Kanye's an incredible songwriter. Or at least a producer, conceptually, a music conceiver. Dude, Drake is a fucking genius. At the science of pop music, Drake is a genius. What he's done to sustain himself at the top, literally unchallenged, at the top, for 10 years is unprecedented and has to be accounted for. You talk to me about J. Cole. J. Cole could not exist and I wouldn't notice, bro. When he drops an album, no one fucking cares except for his fans. Do you understand? There's a difference between being an artist with fans and being a pop star. I think it's a fucking fluke that J. Cole has found proximity amongst these people. That's my opinion. It's fucking music, man.
But there's an interesting mention of Kendrick Lamar by Cole in the midst of the song, where Cole mentions him and Drake being essentially the top artists in the game right now, and he brings up
love when they argue the hardest MC. Like, that's in the song. In the song, you said, I love when they argue the hardest MC. You declare a passion for the competition, no? Is it Kate out of Aubrey and me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. It's like... completely just empty, bro. It's like if fucking Future did a Dare ad, bro. If Future did a Just Say No drug commercial. It doesn't make sense. Why is your product about making fucking music for professional athletes to train to and inspire them to work hard and be the GOAT and have that mentality? What's that mentality? If in your little play version of reality, which is the rap game, you can't even respond to one of your peers in good competition, I don't even fucking know, man. Who the fuck? The J. Cole, the J. Cole defense is fucking, it's embarrassing, man. It's gonna age like fucking cottage cheese on a hot day, I'm telling you.
Too, thinking a depiction of hip-hop's best and brightest right now wouldn't be complete without his name in the mix. And again, I think this bar and this track was kind of a unifying moment for a lot of fans of the genre, but Kendrick's response here is not a positive one. He is not with the togetherness. So he kind of sets things up.
Because what the fuck? Because what the fuck? Don't call me them. I'm not those cornballs. I'm Kendrick Lamar. My God. Compare me to Quincy Jones, not fucking Jermaine Cole and Aubrey. I don't blame him.
In this verse, saying that he's feeling paranoia, that he is dealing with bipolar tendencies that cause him to choose violence. And then he goes on to do so in this verse, saying, fuck sneak diss and first person shooter, mentioning the song by name. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap, diss Melly Mel if I had to. Kendrick.
Oh, I didn't know that's what he said. I didn't even know that's what he said. That's so much harder. I thought like he was saying, like this, I thought he said this Melly Mel if I had to. I honestly thought he said this, not this, or something like that. I haven't really looked at the lyrics. That's crazy. I thought he was mentioning Melly Mel because he's like, I'll get I'll get OGs to come out in my defense. But he's saying like, I would diss even the most OG rapper ever, Melly Mel. Like the first rapper, I'd diss him if I had to. Fuck yeah, that's what we love. That's why we like a GOAT. That's why we cheer on a GOAT. You know
Kendrick is literally out of desperation. He's looking to prove that, and he's willing to diss even one of the greats, one of the forebearers of the genre, Melly Mel. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If you walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. And then he goes on to say, motherfuck.
Oh, I just got it because he's the fucking flute. Oh, I just got it. Wow, I'm so dumb, bro. Why do I have the most abstract interpretation of lyrics sometimes? If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. I thought he was saying if they've got guns, like the metaphor being weaponry, right? They don't have Andre 3K. Like that would be on his side because Andre 3K is related to Future, who's on the side of Kendrick. I thought like, don't make me call Andre 3K. That's what I thought. Which is true. Who made it the big 3, by the way? It's the big 3 is Drake, Future, Kendrick. Bro, the J. Cole fans are like, oh man, it's reminding me of like Elizabeth Warren fans during the 2020 election.
See this, J. Cole, Drake, Lamar trio thing at all. He is pushing it away. He is not just rejecting the olive branch. He's like hitting it with a hedge clipper and just snipping it apart. We are not on the same team. There is a divide between us. And your best work is a light pack.
And it's true, dude. I'm sorry. You're reading this, it's already too late. Is Drake's best album, and Kendrick could probably fart out a mixtape tomorrow that would be harder than that. I'm sorry. Although, credit where credit's due, Drake's penmanship on that album is fucking incredible. Or the writers he has working with him. I don't know. But that album's spectacular. That album is that's a classic. It's his best album. It's the album that made me fall in love with Drake. I listened to that album on a loop in 2015. on a loop. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. That was his utter peak, bro.
Cole and Drake mid. Get the mid off the streets. And I can't say
Shout
I
out Tizo
entirely
Touchdown.
disagree. I mean, my reviews of these three artists' work respectively reflects that. You know, I never have given Drake or Cole a 10 out of 10. Look, just to be clear, I like Drake. I like a lot of his music. I think he's come out with some good projects over the years. I like a lot of J. Cole's stuff even more. I think in recent years he's gotten especially good, much more consistent, and has found a way to kind of, you know, weed a lot of those weaker bars out of his writing. But with that being said, I don't know if either of them really ever will have To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City type potential, or even the potential to hit.
Absolutely fucking not. They don't. Guys, at a certain point, you gotta understand. Here's the thing you gotta understand about art, man. Here's a certain thing about art, right? There's an artist making the art, right? Human beings are like snowflakes. Each one of them not like the next. One of one. Kendrick Lamar, a one of one artist. A one of one artist. Think I'm glazing? Whatever. You can't be Kendrick. You can't make Kendrick Lamar albums because you are Cole. You are Drake. You can't do this. You'll never be able to. Ever. Drake decided long ago, and maybe when he's older, maybe he'll come back, you know, but Drake decided long ago he wasn't interested in making art. This is a product commercially, but he's genius at doing what he does, at making the pop music he does. But that's the thing about art is another person can never do what you do. They can't, because at the end of the day, yeah, you could have all the same tools, you know, even the same ideas, even the same resources, everything. But at the end of the day, the artistic choices are coming from different people, and it's always going to yield a different quality work. That's just the way it is.
Us with the kinds of ultra conceptual narrative experiments that Kendrick was delivering on Damn or on Mr. Morale. Like, there's not, nor will there ever be, an Auntie Diaries or a We Cry Together in Drake. I would apply this criticism to Cole as well. And when I say this, I don't mean to say, like, you know, both of them have to make songs exactly like that. What I mean to say is, like, they're not dropping tracks that are creating entirely new rubrics for hip hop. Kendrick is just innovating and risk taking in a way that Cole and Drake just aren't. And the era in which you could argue Drake was more of an innovator toward the start of the 2010s, that's long gone at this point. And he's just been resting in the same creative comfort zone for years at this point.
Literally since, man, I can't even remember, man. I'd say he's been making like the same shit since Views. Literally for fucking 8 years. He's been making the same music. He has not needed to, because let me tell you something. Scorpion was the same shit as Views. Honestly, never mind. That was like, I don't know what, that was just like, hey, I don't know why he put that album out. I really don't know. Because the people that like house music, I don't think it was very, I don't think people really liked it in the electronic music scene. I'm not really sure, but, you know, I don't know what that was. And then you have, like, I like, what is it, Dark Lanes tape or something like that? The one that came out during COVID. It's got Pain 1996. That one I like. I mean, I like Scorpion too. I mean, I don't mind. He makes quality music. But yeah, he has been in that comfort zone basically since Views.
No repercussions in terms of losing his fame, losing his popularity, losing out on any money, attention, whatever. So the Light Pack line. Then Prince outlived Mike Jack, which, damn, is a cold bar. Not only...
That is an exceptionally cold bar. In fact, like, I know Drake is so sensitive, because if Control pissed off Drake, him saying Prince outlived Mike Jack, first of all, he's calling him Michael Jackson, which Drake really is the only person in the modern era you can compare, but there will never be anyone even close to Michael Jackson ever again. It's a complete phenomenon of the 20th century. It's a pre-digital age brick and mortar phenomenon. It's the modern era, the 100-year span, the most crucial century of human existence, the 20th century. It's a phenomenon of that century that he was that popular in an age without internet and shit. Because he's talking about Drake dying, first of all, and it basically conveys everything he feels. It's like, you're Michael Jackson, sure, you're the popular one, but Prince lived longer, technically. Which I guess is like, oh, okay, Michael Jackson's music will live just as long as Prince's, but you get the vibe, you get what he's going for, you know.